Okay, very good. And so there are lots of things for us to do today. So please put your cell phone down in your bag, please. And so this is what we're gonna do today. Like what I said, a lot. Okay, I hope I can cover all of them. And we start with industry news and the 1% quiz. Then we're gonna talk about American Airlines International Airfare Tariff, which is on Blackboard. I asked you to print it before. And fair rules and linear format. And in the end, we're going to talk about the test next week. So do a review, what's going to be covered. Okay? So that's what we're going to do today. And before I start the class, just want to talk about the workshop. Most did really well, but I just want to point out the 3 steps most of you are pretty familiar with. They will definitely be in your test. Okay? And the one thing I want to point out, just remember, do not divide it outbound and inbound separately. So some students say, I do outbound step 1, 2, 3, inbound step 1, 2, 3. No, never do that. You always, step 1, you get the total nuke amount. Then step 2, step 3. Okay? Do not break them into outbound and inbound. Then your answer will be different. Okay, so start with industry news. First one is which passport is the best to carry. This one we talked about before, and most of you have Canadian passport, and Canadian passport is actually one of the best to carry. It's not number one. It's not number one. When they talk about the best to carry, they're talking about in terms of when you travel abroad, which country, how many countries you do not need a visa to enter. Okay, so that's what they talk about the best. Have a guess, which country is the best? Canada is number 2. We have 172 countries without visa we can enter. Guess which one is number 1? Switzerland, no, Switzerland is not number 1. We always think like neutral country, right? Which one is number 1? Have a guess. Which one? Any guess? France is number 3. They have 100 some, it's pretty good, yeah? Britain, yes, you got it. UK is number 1 of the number 1. And there are actually 4 or 5 countries on the top number 1.
I know, like Sweden, UK.
Sweden, UK, yes.
And
our neighbor.
United States.
USA, okay? So here, I just want to show you the best one. Canada is number 2. Okay, so this article, this article is actually from 2013. This one, I don't use this one. I want you to click this one. This one is the lowest one. It's 2014 document. They're talking about the best. It's IATA is doing a research. Is the internet slow or what? Okay, here we go. I just want to point out that there are so many countries, right? We're going to talk about the top. Okay, so it's quite small. Make it bigger. Okay, here we go. Oh man. How do I make it bigger? Control plus. Okay, so you see, top, there are 5 countries. They are all number 1. Finland, Germany, Sweden, USA, and UK. They all have 174 countries without a visa. Whereas Canada and Denmark is number 2. And number 3, there's quite a lot. And there's a lot of European countries. And there's 2 Asian countries I want to point out. One is Japan, one is Korea. Okay? South Korea. So they are number 3. Okay? Just to give you some ideas that the countries, they don't need a visa to enter other countries, right? The passport they have. So we are pretty lucky. We are number 2. Okay? USA is number 1. It's only 1 country more than us. Okay?
What country?
Sorry?
What country?
I don't know. You see, it's hard to find it out. Which country? That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Interesting to know. Okay, so that's number 1. And number 2 is AY uses recycled cook oil for Helsinki to JFK route. Helsinki to JFK route. And so this one is basically about environmental friendly, right? So rather than the aviation fuel, they use recycled cook oil. So this is pretty environmental friendly. So if you click the link, you can find more information, okay, from Helsinki to JFK. So this is about, I would say, 7-hour flight, okay? So it's pretty neat, right? And now we're gonna quickly go start the quiz. And please go on Blackboard. And today's passport is Orly. Anybody, what's Orly? That's right, it's an airport in Paris. So we have Charles de Gaulle, and this one is Orly, all uppercase, okay? So please start. Yes? All caps, uppercase. There are only 10 questions, so